Hello and welcome. If you're looking to grow a thriving garden while saving time, effort, and resources, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into eco-friendly gardening hacks that will transform your green space into a lush paradise, all while being kind to the environment. Let's get started. 1. Compost like a pro. One of the best ways to enrich your soil without synthetic fertilizers is by composting. But here's the twist. Think beyond just kitchen scraps. Add crushed eggshells for calcium, coffee grounds for nitrogen, and even shredded paper to maintain a balance of carbon and nitrogen. Hack: speed up the composting process by chopping your organic matter into smaller pieces. Layer it with dry leaves or cardboard to prevent it from becoming too wet. Compost doesn't just reduce waste, it cuts down on the need for chemical fertilizers. 2. Save water with smart irrigation. Water conservation is at the heart of eco-friendly gardening. Switch to drip irrigation systems or soaker hoses to deliver water directly to the roots where it's needed most. Hack: mulch heavily around your plants using natural materials like wood chips, straw, or dried leaves. Mulch locks in moisture, meaning you'll water less frequently and protect your soil from erosion. 3. Grow your own fertilizer. Forget store-bought fertilizers, your garden can produce its own nutrients. Make a banana peel tea by soaking banana peels in water for a couple of days. This potassium-rich solution will encourage stronger root development and flowering. Another powerful option is compost tea. Steep compost in water for 24 to 48 hours, strain it, and use the liquid to nourish your plants. 4. Companion planting for pest control. Nature has its own pest control system. Pair plants that work well together. For example, 1. Marigolds repel nematodes and aphids. 2. Basil keeps mosquitoes and flies away from tomatoes. 3. Garlic wards off spider mites and beetles. Hack: always intersperse flowering plants like lavender or daisies among vegetables. These flowers attract pollinators and beneficial insects that will protect your crops. 5. DIY natural pesticides. Ditch chemical pesticides and opt for homemade solutions. Mix neem oil, liquid soap, and water to create an effective spray against common pests like aphids and whiteflies. For fungal problems, try a mix of baking soda, water, and vegetable oil. Hack: use cinnamon powder as a natural fungicide. Sprinkle it around your seedlings to prevent damping off disease. 6. Vertical gardening for space optimization. If space is tight, go vertical. Create DIY trellises using recycled materials like old ladders, bamboo, or even wooden pallets. Train climbing plants like cucumbers, peas, or beans to grow upwards. Hack: use hanging pots or wall planters for herbs and small vegetables. This saves ground space and adds a unique aesthetic to your garden. 7. Soil health with cover crops. In between growing seasons, plant cover crops like clover or vetch. These plants enrich the soil with nitrogen and prevent weed growth. Once the season begins, you can chop and incorporate them into the soil as green manure. Hack: test your soil pH using simple kits to ensure it's balanced. Healthy soil is the backbone of any thriving garden. 8. Reuse and recycle. Gardening doesn't have to be expensive. Repurpose items like old buckets, milk jugs, and even broken furniture as planters. Hack: use cardboard boxes as weed barriers. Lay them flat around your plants, then cover them with mulch. The cardboard will decompose over time, improving soil health. 9. Attract beneficial wildlife. Encourage wildlife like birds, bees, and ladybugs to visit your garden. They naturally control pests and promote pollination. 1. Install birdhouses or feeders to attract insect-eating birds. Hack: plant a mix of native flowers and herbs that bloom at different times of the year to ensure a steady food source for pollinators. 10. Seed saving for sustainability. Instead of buying new seeds every season, learn to save your own. Let a few plants go to seed, such as lettuce, tomatoes, or beans, and collect them for future planting. Hack: store seeds in a cool, dry place in labeled envelopes. Seed saving isn't just economical, it also preserves plant varieties suited to your local climate. 11. Harness the power of companion animals. Chickens and ducks are great additions to eco-friendly gardens. Chickens provide rich manure and control bugs, while ducks eat slugs and snails that can harm plants. Hack: rotate these animals in different parts of the garden to evenly fertilize your soil. 12. Use perennials for low-maintenance gardening. Perennials like asparagus, rhubarb, and artichokes are investments that yield year after year. They require less planning effort and often adapt well to local climates. Hack: mix perennials with annuals for a dynamic and efficient garden that thrives across seasons. 13. Harvest rainwater. Set up rain barrels to collect and store rainwater for irrigation. Position them under your roof's downspout for maximum efficiency. Hack: use mesh screens to cover the barrels and keep debris and mosquitoes out. 14. Focus on native plants. Native plants are naturally adapted to your local climate, requiring less water, fertilizer, and care. They also support local wildlife and prevent the spread of invasive species. Hack: research your region's native plant species and incorporate them into your garden for a low-effort, high-reward approach. 15. Be mindful of timing. Planting at the right time can reduce the need for interventions like pesticides and fertilizers. Follow your region's planting calendar to ensure your plants grow during optimal conditions. Hack: use a gardening journal to track planting and harvesting dates, weather patterns, and pest activity. This helps you refine your gardening techniques year after year. Eco-friendly gardening isn't just about saving the planet, it's about creating a more sustainable, cost-effective, and rewarding way to grow. By implementing these hacks, you'll not only reduce your environmental footprint but also enjoy a flourishing garden with less effort. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with fellow gardening enthusiasts.